Welcome back, everybody. It's Wednesday, new comic book day. I'm excited. I hope you are too. We've got a hell of a lot of great books to go over tonight, so stay tuned, buckle up. We're going over books, we're going over announcements. We're going to find out what you guys have been looking for. What are you guys on the hunt for today? Buckle up. Let's join the comic collecting journey down here in the Comic Dojo. Stay tuned. Once again, welcome back, everybody. And hey, if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button down below, kick that notification bell, and slap one of those thumbs up or thumbs down buttons. Join this comic collecting adventure and journey. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so be part of that 1,000 subscribers, that journey to 1,000. And don't forget to check out the Slabaganza giveaway front page right there on the ComicManAndy YouTube channel. Enter with the hashtag Slabaganza giveaway. Say it with me. Slabaganza giveaway. Enter for your chance for a stack of free slabs we're going to give away as we run this journey to 1,000 subscribers. So happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy new comic book day. It is time to get pumped up. It's time to recharge those batteries, read some great comics, and wash away this week's woes, right? Because I don't know about you guys. It's been a tough week. I'm fighting an ear infection, which doesn't happen often in adults, but when it does, that's painful. So we're going to sit here. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about some books. Before we get into these first few books, like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit a reaction button and buckle up because we're hopping in this chat as everybody starts showing up now. Welcome once again. Paul Dunn, good to see you, man. Hey-o. Thanks for being here. Also, John's Comics with Kids, thanks for being here. He has internet again. I thought he was on vacation, and the first thing I'm doing is watching Andy. Questionable? Nah, you're in the right spot, right? Kels, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. We're going to make it a little fast tonight. We're going to run through these books, and I'm going to get back to packing books from that Whatnot auction on Friday. We're on the tail stretch of those books going out. Big Lion Cat 646, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Speaking of great YouTube channels with great content, don't forget to check out Big Lion Cat and the auctions he does. Good stuff. Yes, Paul Dunn just jumped on me. Slabaganza giveaway. It is time to get entered for the Slabaganza giveaway. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you know when we drop the live show for that Slabaganza giveaway. And hit a reaction button too while you're there. BLC, absolutely. What's good? Come on, mama. Thanks for being here. Good to see you guys. Who else is all hanging out here? Dope Punisher fitted. Absolutely. We'll rock that out tonight. We like to switch hats back and forth a little bit. We're also streaming on Twitch. It took me a minute. It might as well be Monday all over again. Monday 3.0. We're also streaming on Twitch, so everybody from the Twitch platform that's coming and hanging out, by all means, join us on YouTube or hang out on Twitch and enjoy the ride. Little, good to see you. What's new? Let's go. Absolutely. Zuni, thanks for being here, man. A little fist bump action for a Wednesday, right? Hashtag notification gang. Absolutely. Who else we got hanging out here? Vincent McLean, the comic machine. Talk about comic machines. There he is. Absolutely. Nick the comic nerd, what is good? Thanks for being here. Great channel. Nick does new comic book day hauls as well on his channel. Usually does them a little bit later on night. So look for his channel, subscribe to him, hit that notification bell, and check out his show tonight if he's going to have one. Absolutely. Man, good to see everybody here hanging out tonight. Andy packs a great package. We got a few more packages to send out yet. We're on the tail end. It's a one-man band down here, so it's go to work, come home, eat dinner, sit down, do up packages. Tonight is new comic book day, though. We're not going to miss out a chance to do this really quick and get back to packaging. Whew. Lots of talking. Lots of books to go over really quick. We will hit this up. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. You love Wednesdays. I love Wednesdays, too. Absolutely. ComicManAndy with those positive vibes. Woo. Peter Parker's Pants. Awesome. I think I saw you on the Whatnot app hanging out. Good to see you over there as well. Peter Parker's Pants. Say that 5 times fast. Oh, man. Get some ice water. Ooh. So, I bought a DC book. Not going to lie. Bought a DC book. And I was excited when I saw it sitting on the shelf because I have not kept up with FOC. I've not kept up with my previews books as well as I needed to. And there's a nice, probably 3-month gap over this past winter and into this past spring where, ooh, gotta detangle this bad boy here today, where I wasn't grabbing the previews books because I was either busy or I didn't have time or something like that. So I'm missing some of these extra printings or some of these reorders. Either way, very cool to see this sitting on the shelf. So I definitely grabbed a copy. Nice House on the Lake, #1, the second printing. Now, normally, I'm not a really big fan of them reutilizing the same cover art. They took the same cover and they just distressed it. And this corner even actually looks torn/folded over. It's kind of neat. Nice House on the Lake is just one of those things where it's like, regardless of the regardless of the cover that's happening on here, Nice House on the Lake is on fire. And I would be crazy to not grab one for as much as I'm enjoying this story. So there's my DC pull for the week. My DC pickup for the week. Didn't even pull it. Forgot. Didn't even know what was going on. Stop man. How's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Steve White, what's up, brother? Good to see you guys. Third print coming. More distressed. Missing pieces of... Okay, so I like where they're going with this, right? Because kind of a post-apocalyptic situation where world's coming to an end. So the more the book ages, the more distressed it'll get, right? I kind of like where they're going with this. Aggressively relaxing. Thanks for being here. I love the destroyed comic variant. Yes, very cool. Very cool. I'm a big fan of different cover art when they do extra printings, but I see where they're going with this. Perry's Comics afternoon. Good evening. Good to see you, man. Peeping Perry's peoples in the peepers chat. Something like that. Figure out one of these days. Ratio shows characters with their symbols. Interesting. Definitely need to look into that then, because I have not picked up any ratio covers for this series, and I really should have. I kind of regret not doing that. Hot series, though. I love reading this. I cannot wait for issue 3 to come out. Moving along to Marvel. Keeping the beat up. Keeping the energy up. Marvel. War of the Bounty Hunters. The Scoundrel's Ball. Okay, I was digging this. I was like, okay, this is where we're actually going to see the auction go down. And you see some... Jabba throwing some baller moves down and dropping the hammer on Han Solo like he's mine, taking him. And then I'm not going to spoil it for you. If you've not read this, if you're reading the series, you realize that they're coming on up to a big party where they've invited everybody. And I'm not going to spoil the last page for you, but the last page is going to kind of, you're going to be like, holy shit, they just played that card. You're going to enjoy this. I enjoyed it tremendously. So that's like the big variant book of the week for me, apparently, because I forgot I ordered all covers, all printings, all copies. And yes, Nice House on the Lake is all kinds of awesome so far. I cannot wait for issue 3. But how do you not adore this as a Boba Fett fan or a Mandalorian fan even? Super cool cover. I like the green background. Boba Fett showcased right there. And then, the last time one of these came out, another Marvel Gala. Yeah, kind of for me. So I know the last time a action figure variant came out, I picked it up anyways, even though I'm not a fan of action figure variants. But War of the Bounty Hunters #2 had this Bosk action figure variant, and I'm really starting to dig these guys in the action figure variants. Like, some of them aren't looking so, I don't know. I'm kind of torn. The recent ones that are coming out, I'm kind of digging these. Just a couple. I don't want to fall off the bandwagon or fall off the wagon, so to speak, and start hunting down and searching for every single one of them. But digging the Boss action figure variant. And that leads us to what I'm actually also really digging is War of the Bounty Hunters #1. The 1 in 50 was the 1 in 25 was a trading card variant with Boba Fett. This is a Dengar trading card variant for the 1 in 25. So super cool. This is going to end up being a set, which is going to look really good in slabs, in my opinion. The rabbit hole begins. Absolutely. Rabbit hole started years ago. K Titus, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Konnichiwa from the land of the rising sun, Japan. I know it's either really late or really early there, but thanks for stopping in. The 1 in 50 Chichetto variant was almost my cover pick of the week. This was almost my cover pick of the week. Chichetto does some awesome covers. 1 in 50. Definitely not leaving that one laying behind for the Star Wars collection. And then moving along from War of the Bounty Hunters, Dr. Aphra is out today. It's a tie-in, right? So Dr. Aphra #12 is out. And I'm a little disappointed in this. Actually, no, I'm very disappointed in this. It was almost like it was almost word for word a copy of War of the Bounty Hunters #2 from a slightly different perspective, different art. Why would you tie in a tie-in so tight that two different books are almost identical to read? Why? I don't know that I don't have a lot of experience with lots of tie-ins, but why would you tie a tie-in so tightly that two different titles, even though they're both Star Wars, but they're both different titles, read almost exactly the same scenario for scenario? Like, granted, you're not gonna. I don't even know where to go with this rant at the moment because I'm actually kind of frustrated now. The more that I think about it, but I basically paid $8 to read the same story once. I doubled it up, and it was not even a variant, not even like a variant cover, or I don't know. Wong, you're killing me, Smalls. Wong, you're killing me. Because I want Dr. Aphra to be nothing but amazeballs every time it comes out. And when it does come out, there's always something so egregious that I can't overlook it. But Dr. Aphra is one of those series that it could be really sneaky with a first appearance or something other major that's happening, that's going on. And I don't want to miss out on that. So now I feel like I'm buying a subpar written story so that I don't miss out on the minor keys or any major keys that kind of hit. And I don't want to miss it because the longer it goes, the less people buy it, the lower the print run if they drop. You know, you guys know that song and dance, right? But Wong, you're killing me, Smalls. Why almost copy War of the Bounty Hunters? Soul write War of the Bounty Hunters. Why is it almost a play-for-play exact copy of War of the Bounty Hunters? Way too close. Subtle differences, different perspective, obviously, but you're in the same room for almost the whole issue with the same backdrop, same characters, and same art. Same picture, not art. Let me rephrase that a little bit. Who are the artists again? So yeah, did anybody else out there read these issues today and find the same frustration that I had? Like, why? Why wouldn't you go into a different room? I don't know. But that Dr. Aphra issue today led to my cover pick of the week, and I am absolutely in love with this. I got to remember to dig this out and send it off to CGC here sometime soon. But the Lucasfilm 50th anniversary one's out. Return of the Jedi, Boba Fett, Jabba the Hutt, and Jabba's Palace. This is my cover pick of the week for my collection. Absolutely adore this. This is definitely going to CGC and definitely getting graded. Super right off the shelf, never read, is an easy 9.8 candidate unless I find something on the back. Sometimes there's color rub. I better check the spine a little bit better. But this is definitely my cover pick of the week. Absolutely digging this. How could I not pick this up? Excuse me. How could I not pick that up? Super cool. Dr. Rant Aphra over, Wong Rant over, because it's like I just got to move on from that. Like I got to the last page, and they were both short issues. Like they weren't even I felt like there was a bunch of like advertisements in the back or something like that that chopped it way down. It's like 19 pages, 20 pages, something like that. So I even feel a little more cheated for that issue. Like I said, rant over. Moving on. Still with Marvel yet. Still with Marvel. Peter Parker Pence says, me 3. Paul Dunn says, nice one. I have to watch Loki 92. Yes, I got to get the rest of those whatnot packages done tonight so I can sit down and watch Loki before bed because I have not seen it. So please no Loki spoilers if you're in here. Watching Loki right after this, Peter Parker's Pants, absolutely. Just stay after credits, Paul Dunn says. Okay, no spoilers, please, Peter. Yep, absolutely. So Thor 15 is out, new story arc. Obviously keeping Thor on the pull list because Cates is still on that, and I've been digging what Cates is doing with Thor. I didn't get to that. I didn't get to read all of the books that I wanted to tonight, but I got to a chunk of them, and we'll continue rolling over them. Thor's hitting the reading pile. I'll probably read that tomorrow. Aliens Aftermath is out, and this I was automatically added to my pull list because I had picked up the Alien stuff. I flipped through this really quick and checked out the interiors, and I actually think I'm going to enjoy this more than the previous Aliens run that was just out. Miniseries run. That one, I'm not sure what it is about it. The font or the art or the way it's laid out and flowing just looks a little more appealing to me. So we have obviously wrapped up with Marvel. That's the end of Marvel. That's more than half the books for the week. Big Herm Collectibles, welcome to the show tonight, man. It's the great Herminia Reyes Jr.'s in the house. What's up, buddy? Tony, good to see you, brother. You'll be proud of me. I'm getting into some indie picks in just a minute here, so stay tuned, buckle up. You'll be proud of me for what I picked up today. But Die issue 18 is out, which means there are only 2 more issues still hitting the reading pile. Gillen, love Gillen stuff, but just got to make time to sit down and read it. I'm sure John's Comics with Kids is reading that this week, and we will hear what he has to say, and I'm looking forward to what John has to say about this every time. Cover B, I can't even remember. I think actually this may have been cover A. Like I said, the Die stuff is kind of, I'm picking up the floppy issues so that I have them, and I'm definitely going to be reading these in trade. It's a deep layer read for me that I just can't read on the fly. Speaking of reading books on the fly, yes, we're in Image. So the last Image title, Oblivion Song number 32, I was actually halfway through before it was time for dinner. So I'm going to be finishing this one up as soon as we're done with the show here. As I'm packing books, I'll try to read a page, pack a book, and read a page at the same time. So yes, Tony, speaking of Eve, Boom Studios Eve number 3 is out, and I am absolutely stoked to read this tonight. I will read this one before I go to bed. I'm absolutely cannot wait. Looks like we've got some new friends, some new cohorts showing up based on the cover here. So this could be a key issue for the Eve run. I have not read it yet, but there's potential there, obviously, because why are they on the cover then? I mean, we will see. I'm looking forward to that. But after all this time, issues are coming out monthly, right? So it's been about 3 months since issue 1 dropped, and there were still plenty of copies of issue 1 and issue 2 at my LCS. So I snagged up a couple of those on a little bit of a spec play. So Eve is my spec play of the week, essentially. Thank you to Tony, because Tony is just way too convincing and made way too many good points the other night. And I had been eyeing those Eve books for several weeks, but I'm not one to buy up a ton of stuff right off the bat. I just kind of wait to see what some of the community response is first. Paul Dunn says they are drying up. Interesting to hear. I think Tony was saying that Eve number 1 is turned into a $10 book online. Either way, Eve issue 3 is out, and we are running out of room on the stands. So I will leave that right there. I'm excited to read that one tonight. So I'm going to finish Oblivion Song, and I'll turn right around and read Eve number 3 from Boom Studios while I'm packing up packages tonight. So also out today was Berserker 1, the 5th printing, and I'm actually kind of digging that sky blue cover. Something a little bit slightly different from them. I'm going to pull every Berserker book that I can just for the collection for the PC, see where this goes. You got Keanu Reeves' name on a title with a great creative team behind it. And this just seems like it's got potential written all over it. I can't wait to see where the rest of the series goes. And unfortunately, it went from something is killing my wallet to my wallet going berserker whenever the series drops, because they will not let up on the variant covers. Hopefully now, if hype starts to fall out a little bit, the pricing of those variant covers dips down a little bit, but I'm at that point where I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let my mouth write checks that I end up not cashing, and you guys have to, call me a liar every week. I'm going to buy every Berserker book that comes out. I'm just going to bite the bullet and see where it goes. At the end of the day, I buy what I love, and I'll love what I buy as far as comic books go. So that's it for Boom Studios. Moving on to IDW. Cover A for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 119, hits the reading pile. Same thing. I'm going to buy every issue that it comes out. I'm probably going to end up reading it in trade, or reading it with Seawood, or reading it digitally, and saving all these floppies, because, it pays off with the Turtles, man. It pays off with the Turtles. It really does. And my read of the week is finally up. You guys, if you didn't notice the thumbnail when we first started, my read of the week is Canto 3, Lionhearted, issue 1. It is out today, and I'm telling you what, every time Canto drops, I get more and more excited. I cannot wait to read issue 2. I really can't wait to read issue 2, and I'm digging this. I don't want to... How do you say a book gets better every time a new issue drops without that meaning that the last books weren't that great? Like, I'm not saying that at all. David and Drew were kicking ass on this title from the very beginning, but every time an issue drops, it gets smoother, more refined. they're hitting their stride, and they're going to continue to hit their stride. And I cannot wait to see where our little Canto goes in this journey. The Shrouded Man is just all over him this issue. I almost said episode for some reason. Either way, but that means dropping that issue. There is a 1 in 25 Corona variant, which I'm digging. Absolutely digging that one. But my favorite out of the variants was the Nolan 1 in 10. The Nolan 1 in 10 I'm really digging. Really like that. What that also means is there is a convention exclusive that's been announced on IDW's website that I don't know when it's coming out. Got to find out, but it is a cover homage to the cover of Neverending Story, like the VHS tape. If you watch the Sibbleman's Comics channel and you saw the latest interview with David and Drew and Lala on there, David M. Boer showed his signed VHS copy of A Neverending Story, and the retailer exclusive for Lionhearted issue 1 is a cover homage to that movie poster or VHS, the cover, and it looks dope. It looks absolutely dope. So one more book here on the side, but let me hit up this chat really quick. It's a competition between the 1 in 50 and the 1 per store. Oh, for there's a 1 per store. Are you talking about Berserker? Are you talking about Eve? It's a competition with, was there a 1 in 50 for Eve and a 1 per store? I didn't see any of that, man. Tony, hit me up. I just happened to miss that and didn't see where it landed as far as the discussion goes. I'm excited to read The Lot Bad Idea. Very cool. Berserker 47 variants of number 1. Eek, yes. I think I'm only missing 1 or 2. I think it's the 1 per store variant that I'm missing, and the 1 in 1,000. And the 1 in 1,000, if it continues to hold price, is probably just not going to be something I'm going to chase. There's a lot more of those out there than people realize. Oh boy. The story is just so good with Canto. Absolutely. Steve White says he never picked up Canto, kind of regretting it. I would probably work to find the dip in the secondary market and pick stuff up, or at least grab the trades. Grab the trades, you won't be disappointed. Did you see the Whatnot newsletter about Canto? I will be there, and I will be bidding furiously. Was it Tuesday the 20th? David M. Boer and Drew Zucker will be on Whatnot Comics, and they will be auctioning off signed Canto items and issues and stuff like that. And not memorabilia, but tchotchkes, not tchotchkes either, but I don't know. I don't remember exactly what they said. They're going to have Canto related items there, and they're going to be auctioning off. At a minimum, I can't wait to see what happens with that and see where that goes. I didn't start with Canto until Canto 2, and I'm really loving it. It's a great adventure story. My favorite part about this Canto and the adventures that Canto's going on, the trades that I'm picking up, these are what I'm going to be reading to my son, and hopefully my son will be learning how to read off of those as well. So that's really cool. Blue Green Tony, he was talking about Eve. I didn't even know there was a 1 per store, and I didn't know there was a 1 in 50 at all. All I knew was there was an Andolfo variant, and there was the cover A. That's all I saw in my LCS. And then as far as issue 2, it had cover A, and then it had another Andolfo variant for number 2, which actually looked like the better cover out of all of them. That should have been the number 1 issue cover. That would have been fantastic. So I will look those up and see. You know what? Maybe I was aware of them, just forgot them. Loose Comics, heyo. How's it going, man? Thanks for being here. Speaking about Whatnot, here's a great community member from Whatnot popping over. Good to see you, man. Cool. I think the prices for Canto have gone through the roof. Yeah. Long gone are the days of lucky goodbyes on eBay. You never know, though. You might find somebody starting something for $1 on the Whatnot auctions, though. So you cruise that stuff. You might get some good bargains there. I don't know if the Whatnot community is keen to Canto yet, but they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn coming up this next Tuesday, the 20th. That's gonna be so awesome. I have Canto in my backlog. Need to get on it. Absolutely, dude. Do you need to read Canto 1 to read Canto 2? No. So the first the first series of Canto, the second series of Canto, and the third series of Cantos, you can read those independently, but if you read all of them, there'll be more depths and layers. It'll be a more rewarding reading experience for you as the reader. But no, you can read the series 2 and series 3 separately. But if you pile it all together, if you read it in order as it dropped, series 1, then the one shot, the Clockwork Fairies, then series 2, and now we're into series 3. It'll be more layered. It'll be a more rich story experience for the reader if you do read all of them. So yeah, you can read them independently is where I'm getting. I'm beating around the bush now. No, Paul, you get a synopsis in Canto 2. Okay, yeah, I better just beat around the bush for Come On Mom. I'll fix it right there. Cool, you picked up the trade for 2. Awesome. I cannot find any B covers for Eve anywhere. Interesting. I found 2 at the LCS tonight, and I left them back there because they were both heavily damaged. It's like somebody picked them up, and it's like one of those wood racks, like a old school wood magazine rack, because the new releases for Wednesday right there. Last week's issues are right down there on the wall, and then you drop down, and there's multi-tiered levels, and it looks like somebody picked them up and just dropped them right on the corners, and they were just. And I thought about maybe grabbing them anyways, but I'm like, no, look somewhere else. They're pretty rough. I did not read Skybound. Like I said, I'm kind of trimming on. I'm not adding more to my pull list. We'll say that at the moment with as much as I'm reading. What Andy said. What did I say? Oh, check out Andy's package. Nope, that's not it. Zombie Dance, thanks for being here. Your shop is doing a signing with David M. Boer as we speak. Absolutely, very cool. You can definitely catch David M. Boer out there doing signings, and that is awesome. Very cool stuff. So I got one last issue to share with you guys, before we hit a recap and do some announcements. I found a good back issue pickup, and I will always pick these up in high grade. Avengers, what is this, 14, 15? I can't remember. It's been a hot minute. 12, sorry. Oof, way off. Avengers 12. I will continue to spec on these if I can find them cheap enough and in high enough grade. I have yet to find somebody selling a 9.8 copy of this. They don't come up super often. I think, Papa Runk. I think Papa Runk had a 9.8. Got a 9.8 back from CGC, and it was definitely for his PC, and he wasn't going to sell. That's the only 9.8 I think I've ever seen. Any other one has been a 9.4 or a 9.6. So any 9.4s or 9.6s that I can find for cheap enough at raw condition, I will definitely pick them up and add to the collection. This, I just feel like, will be an iconic cover for everybody growing up with that scene of that movie. And this will be the cover to have at some point. Iron Man wearing the gauntlet. So I know that thing heated up for a while because of that, and then it cooled right off. And I'm A-OK happy buying these much cheaper now than some time ago, and definitely add those to the short boxes. So who else? Yeah, Steve, I managed to find Skybound 1 in the Clementine variant cover. Very cool. Very cool, man. Great pickup. Skybound X is only supposed to be 5 issues, and they come out 1 a week. Yeah, that's just going to end up, if I try to do that number, it's just going to end up on a pile, on a table, waiting to be read, and then be sorted and documented, and then added to the big collection. Peter's Parker's Pants, Yelling Booger, absolutely. Oh, boy. David M. Boer, yes, great guy. Drew Zucker, great guy. I will post an announcement on... Actually, I'll just post a picture on IG of something I finally got back. I'll do that tonight here in a little bit. Something Canto related that is near and dear to our hearts that we are so happy to have back home. I can't wait to share it with you guys. So tune into IG. If you guys don't follow me on IG, please do. I will follow you right back, and we will talk more comic books there on the backside. Absolutely. Pretty chill pull list. Yeah, it was a pretty chill list. Just a lot of books, right? Also picked up Hellboy Omni 1, my first time reading Hellboy. See how it goes. Very cool, man. Congratulations. Good pickup. Hellboy, I've heard nothing but good things. WKRP in Cincinnati. Absolutely. So yes, we will recap these books one more time. But before we do that, don't forget, this is a Slavaganza giveaway. The road to 1,000 subscribers. This journey to 1,000 Slavaganza giveaway is happening. Like I said, the preview video will show the slabs that we have stacked up right now. And there's currently another 12 slabs that I just picked up from a comic book convention last weekend. And I'm going through each and every one of those slabs and deciding which ones will get added to that stack for the Slavaganza giveaway. So there's more to add there. And I'm always on the hunt for extra books to add. Almost had a Secret Wars 8 to add to the giveaway today. But then when I actually got it close and looked at the price tag, I was like, no, that's fair market value. I'm happy to add stuff to the giveaway, but full fair market value is sometimes a little difficult. I'd rather try to find a really good deal for you guys so that we send you off something great. Slavaganza giveaway, JP's Budget Collecting. Thanks for being here, man. Slavaganza, absolutely. Speaking of great YouTubers with great content, you guys got to be subscribed to JP and catching his weekly content that he drops. His awesome shows. You will do you will be able to build your collections more efficiently if you're paying attention to JP's videos that he drops, his look back videos, because you will notice those dips. That video is what helps me find some dips faster or sooner rather than later, because I can only pay attention to so many things at one given time. But if I don't miss JP's show, then there's some great dips that I've caught on there. Like Dr. Afra's in a dip right now, I feel like. JP had that one straight cash homie and it was going through the roof. I think dip might be the wrong word, actually. I think it's kind of just holding for a little bit. I think maybe some buzz is dying off a little bit. Either way, I digress. Let's recap these books here in just a minute. Hey, Andy in chat. Burke Family 54, another great channel with some great auctions and great shipping and packaging from those auctions. Thanks, Burke, man. JP, you going to Planet Con? I hope he is. Ooh, man. So, like I said, quick recap. We'll start from the back, go right to the front. That's what she said. So yes, little back issue action here with Avengers 12 high grade candidate. Definitely going to be a 9.4 after pressing a clean. So happy to add that for super cheap price. Like we said, Canto 3 issue 1 is out, and I'm not missing out on any of the exclusives for this. That convention exclusive, I gotta find that when that drops. I cannot miss out on that one because that's the Drew Zucker art, and it's the homage to the never-ending story that I know a lot of us have history with. Absolutely. Backdoor action. Did I say backdoor action? Oh boy. 1 in 25 added to the collection. I think the 1 in 10 is my favorite out of the group, but the 1 in 25 is awesome. And cover A right there for you. Great story, you guys. Great story. You can go to IDW's website and you can read a digital copy of Canto 1 for free. For free. You can go to IDW's website and you can read Canto 1 for free. Go ahead and do it. Check it out tonight. Just go to the IDW website, search for Canto. When you find Canto, the first print, the first issue that came out, you can download it for free. Check it out. All right. IDW's TMNT 119 cover A, adding that to the reading pile. Once again, another Berserker printing. Not surprised. Happy to have it. Just not surprised that it came out. 5th printing. Love that sky blue color, actually. Eve issue 3. Cannot wait to read this tonight. Cannot wait to read this tonight. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. One of my first complaints with Eve was how it was kind of like Apocalypse Light, like a Disney version of an Apocalypse. But I think that's going to make it a little bit more crowd appealing or crowd appeasing for the broader market, which gives this book more potential. So definitely going to be holding copies of Eve. Die issue 18 is out, which means there's only 2 more issues to go before this series ends, which means that's hitting the reading pile because I've got a lot of catching up to do on Die before I'm really to read that last arc. I think this is cover B. That's probably my pick of the 2. Super cool. It's just so dense. It's almost like reading a J.R.R. Tolkien in a comic book. It's just dense. Gillen's killing it. Thor issue 15. Donny Cates. New story arc. Definitely not letting this one slip by me now. Making sure that stays on the pull list. Oblivion Song 32. Halfway done with this before it was time for dinner and then got back down here to do the show tonight. So this I'm going to be finishing up as soon as we end here with you guys. Aliens Aftermath was out. This hit the pull list because I grabbed the first Aliens run that just recently came out, and I actually feel like I'm going to like this one better. I only thumbed through it for a moment. I think just the way it's laid out, maybe the font, something about the interiors seem more appealing than the first run. Maybe I feel like the first issue, the art was so digital, it kind of just turned me off a little bit. Either way, Dr. Aphra, issue 12, 50th anniversary Lucasfilm. This is my cover pick of the week. The Return of the Jedi. This is flat out my cover pick of the week. There was one left at the LCS, and it is going to look stellar in a slab. And just staring at this and seeing this layout with Boba Fett staying there next to Jabba the Hutt in Jabba's palace, the first image that comes to my mind is that scene at the end of Mandalorian where Boba Fett obviously changed things up and sits where he does. So no spoilers if any of you guys haven't seen it, but this just kind of stands out to me. I can't wait to get this graded. That one's easily a 9.6 or better, which means here is cover A of Dr. Aphra, which you guys heard me rant about Wong, and you guys heard me rant about tie-ins. I've read some tie-ins, and they don't get to the point where they're so mirrored. It's like word for word word for word on several of the bubbles and several of the panels, and it's kind of like very frustrating. Please, if you guys tonight are watching and have read Dr. Aphra, when you do, if you read Dr. Aphra and War of the Bounty Hunters 2, Dr. Aphra 12 and War of the Bounty Hunters 2, I want to see, or I really want to talk about your reactions. Comment down below on tonight's video. Tell me what you guys think. Am I crazy for being as frustrated as I am for Wong and what feels like just like an easy ticket? I don't know. I don't even know how to talk about that anymore. But War of the Bounty Hunters, the Chichetto 1 in 50 was almost my cover pick of the week because this is a dope cover. Chichetto does awesome covers. Love his stuff on Daredevil, is it, right? Trading card variant, the Dengar. I'm loving the fact that they're doing these trading card variants of the 1 in 25s. These are all eventually going to go to CGC, and I'm going to collect them as a graded set. Hopefully, they'll all come back 9.8. As I've heard in the community, people say it as linear, like all of them either 9.8 or all of them 9.6. That would be really cool. So not trading card, but the action figure variants. I don't have many of these. This is only like the second one I picked up. I'm starting to get into them. I'm starting to kind of dig this. This Bosk one's super cool. So like I said, big Star Wars week. Cover B. This would also look good in a slab. They're doing some stellar Boba Fett covers. They really are. Very good stuff. Which means there's cover A. And I just like the way this is laid out. The Scoundrel's Ball. This is just laid out really well. The cover art. Great read. If you enjoy Star Wars, don't miss out on that one. And then the last book, I almost said Something's Killing Children. The Nice House on the Lake, #1, the second printing, and more of a distressed look to it. And it sounds like you guys in the chat here are saying that the third printing, or maybe the fourth further on as it goes, it's just going to get more and more distressed, like the book is getting damaged. Very cool idea, actually. I kind of like that. That's Wednesday. I hope you guys are re-energized. I am re-energized, but also realizing that, oh man, there's so much more stuff to read. There's so much more stuff to do. I cannot wait to watch Loki tonight. I don't want to miss out on that because I know something's going to get spoiled at work to me, or tomorrow at work for me. So I cannot wait for that. Let's hit up this chat one more time before we go over some more announcements. A little lull on that, Andy. Ooh, uh-oh. Yeah, I agree with JP. Dr. Aphra, like I watched his recap, and Dr. Aphra's been in his recap several times over the last like 6 months. And I'm just seeing like it's up. And then his most recent video where he was reporting another up, I had been noticing that live on the market through many selling places that it wasn't really trending up anymore. The book was kind of holding a little steady, maybe a little quiet on the buzz, made for some more buying opportunities. And I think I bought several copies from JP. I bought several copies from a couple other places. There are now 28 packages piled on this table back here, and I'm getting woefully behind, and I cannot wait. There's some mega grails, and there's some great keys back here to unbox coming up. I just got to get this place cleaned up, got to get myself organized, and Stoutman, backdoor action. Uh-oh. Burke, you going to drive over Fountain City Mini-Con next Saturday? Ooh, do it, man. Take pictures. Where is that at, Case? Oh, yeah, sorry. Sweet. There we go. 1 day thing. I found a few good deals first time they did it 2 years ago. That was like the convention that I went to this past Saturday. It was a quick, I think 4 or 6 hour convention in a hotel. It's like a hotel conference room. I actually found some great deals there, surprisingly. I'm glad I made that trip down to South Bend and checked that out. That's the way I feel about Department of Truth. Heavy read, but good. Absolutely. Department of Truth, Tynan, right? Lots of layers. That's one of those ones where every time a new issue comes out, I got to go back 1 or 2 issues and reread that and then absorb the next issue. Absolutely. Look at that beat up book. Yeah, maybe a 3.0. It's funny you say that because CGC has made that mistake in the past with purposefully distressed artwork on covers. And a brand new off the shelf book that should have been at least a 9.4 or a 9.6 comes back like a 7 or a 6. And it was hilarious. I remember seeing that. It wasn't hilarious for the guy that paid the money, but either way. Hey, Mom, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here at the tail end of the show. Like I said, we went over the books. We hit up the chat. We did a quick announcement. We went over the books again. We hit up the chat. So once again, Slabaganza giveaway. It's the road to 1,000 subscribers. If this is your first time here hanging out with us, join the comic collecting adventure and journey. Hit that subscribe button down below. Hit those notification bells. And stay tuned for when that live feed will drop when the channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. because those stacks. Those slabs are stacking up, and I cannot wait. It's going to be a lot of packaging to get those out, but I'm getting really good at packaging quickly. So that's going to be soon. Maybe we can get there before the end of summer. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll find a mega book for a super great deal and do a stretch goal. What about that? If I can find a really hot mega grail of a book for a really stellar price, maybe we'll do a stretch goal to 1,500. Something super cool. We'll see. But guys, that's Wednesday. I'm recharged. Hope you guys are too. Ready to face Thursday as we go downhill the tail end of this week, right? So you guys know how I'm going to do this, right? Absolutely. Ho! Solo Wookiees in the house. X11 Bravo's in the house. Good to see you guys. We're just finishing. Catch the replay, man. Keeping it just at about 40 minutes. Appreciate you too, sir. Appreciate everything you guys do. Solo Wookie, appreciate you too, man. Absolutely. Nick the Comic Nerd. Yes, enjoy all the books. Enjoy all the great reads, you guys. Happy Wednesday. Happy collecting. Y'all know how I'm going to do this, right? I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. And catch you all on the flip side for the next video. And remember, most important part, all day, every day, stay original. Take care of each other.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The holler boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold.
I have a package for you.
I love gold.